Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
So we have an update. Now we're going to keep doing these, so hopefully you guys enjoy these as long as we have the beers. So I have 4 of the SMaSH beers that we're doing. Steve might have 5. So you might see, this month might be mine. Steve might have one next month. I might have an older one.
Might have 2 side by side.
Because we also want to see when do the hops start falling off. Mm-hmm. So last month, we'll call it, 3 weeks ago, we did our first Amarillo Amarillo all grain raw 2-row video. Mm-hmm. So this time we're going to do the second one to see if we pick up on anything different. I think we got more of a toasted bread from the raw 2-row because it is a little breadier in our eyes, along with some grapefruit citrus qualities.
Yeah, it's sad. I'd have to actually go back and watch the video because I don't remember.
This is 7.5%. So
came in a little higher than what
almost 2 months. Because if this is 3, 5, 6 weeks in the bottle.
Yeah.
Bottled on 2/4/19. So
yes.
6 weeks.
Yep.
Yep. This was supposed to be 6.2% ABV. And the funny part, at least in my eyes, is we've done a lot of these videos in the same night. So we've tasted them all, and now we're looking at this one. So we should be able to tell a difference. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to tell a difference in the hops because we keep on using different hops. But as far as the color goes with the grain, we should be able to pick out, this looks like the grain, this doesn't, what happened.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I can already tell, and granted you left some in the bottle, that color-wise, it's a little clearer, and this is kind of what we expected from the first, 2-row. So...
Head is gone, though.
It is. But I think a lot of it is still, I see bubbles, so it's in the beer.
Yeah. Color, I would say it's a muted yellow.
It's like Mountain Dew, but you can see through it.
I wouldn't say it's that light. It's like a orangish yellow, clear. There is some particles floating in there, but the bubble level.
Yeah.
And also, I guess if you want to try this, we're also testing the carbonation tablets of Mr. Beer. Mm-hmm. And I would say they're keeping up with what
they're working.
So what do we get out of the smell?
Oh, it smells good. It's like it's obviously, to me it smells like Citra, but different.
Yeah.
It's
more citrus. It's not on, again, we've done a lot of these tonight, so I will compare. It's not like the Marisade or Citra.
No.
That was more juicy fruit.
Yeah, lemony. Like, this is... Oh, man.
I still get the breadiness. Now, I get a lot more breadiness out of this one than I did the raw 2-row with Citra. So that tells me that the Amarillo helps out the malt. So with that, we are picking up... It doesn't take over. It's more balanced.
Yes.
The Amarillo is more balanced with grain, at least, because we never did it with Marisade.
No. If you were to give it, if you sat this down in front of me and said, okay, sir, I've got you IPA that's a little fruity, try it out. That's what I would expect. Because it is very, there's fruit in there. It's not as
pungent as the Citra.
But it's still very good.
Yeah. I think it's well balanced. A little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of citrus, and that toasted malt is what I pick up out of this.
I might have a new hop if this tastes what it smells like.
Okay, taste.
It's this is how much percent? 7.5? Oh, you never know that.
It almost tastes like a Pilsner. Or like a lager, like a hop lager. Toasted bread, almost to the crust of the bread. But you get that bitterness, some citrus, a little bit of fruitiness in there. Very light.
God, if you didn't have Citra on hand, this is the next hop to go with. Like, so far. It's very, like you said.
Well, in the raw 2-row, I would not go with Citra. This would be the only hop. We might have to do Maris Otter with Amarillo to see what we get. I do think this is clearer than the raw 2-row with Citra. We know it's clearer than Maris Otter.
Yeah,
but
everything is.
I think this is doing well.
Yeah, this is a good beer. Like, this is what I would expect with an IPA. Right. So the alcohol's up there. The pungent smell. It's not like a West Coast IPA. It's not piney.
It's like nice and mellow.
Yeah, it is. It's
like,
just like a
drink me when you're mowing the lawn.
Yeah. It's summer out. It's warm.
It's lighter. Like, even the Citra with Roar, it tastes heavier. I don't know. Maybe it was the Citra, but this tastes more refreshing. It's balanced better.
Absolutely.
You get some of that grain. You get some of that hop. The bitterness, I think, what was it 58? I'm going to say 58.5. I don't remember. It was somewhere in there. I think it was the same. Yeah, 58.5 is the IBUs that Beersmith called for. Maybe. No, maybe it was 50, because that was for the Citra. Somewhere around 50.
Still, though, I think
it's balanced.
IBUs in this are way better than the IBUs in, say, the 2-row Citra.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Again, I could make this a 5-gallon batch, and I could make the Maris Otter with Citra a 5-gallon batch. So, yeah.
This is a great beer.
Yeah. So we've only had 2. Hopefully, I put these out in order. 2 right. That we haven't liked.
Yeah. No.
I shouldn't say we haven't liked. Just they're different. Not good. But this is all testing. This is what we want to do. So, yeah, the extract was way too much alcohol.
Way too much.
Then the raw 2-row with Citra. You might as well not do that. Yeah. You might as well make the...
This is way more balanced. I think that's a hard thing for brewers is, like, you want to take everything that you love and throw it into a beer, but then if it's not balanced, it still doesn't work.
Well, and again, if you're a big brewer... I don't think they take the time to do something like this, because I can even tell you right now, Amarillo with raw 2-row brings out the malt profile
more than I thought it would.
More than Citra with raw 2-row.
Yeah.
So obviously we're going to continue this with Maris Otter and raw 2-row, but I expect at some point with the Maris Otter, there's going to be something that it's not going to jive with.
Oh, I'm sure.
And we're going to be like, don't use this hop with this malt.
Yes.
And I can almost say, which we're going to have to do more, I would not use Citra with raw 2-row.
I'd probably agree with you on that one. Like, I love Citra, and that is probably a malt I wouldn't mess with.
Nope. But we've used raw 2-row with Centennial for the Dead Ringer clone, and it worked out well.
Very well. Yep.
So
it's all that balance.
Yep. So Let us know if you've used a hop with multiple grains, like main grains, and let us know what you guys have come out with, almost like what we're saying. Don't use Citra with Roar 2-row. Now maybe regular 2-row, it works fine, but if Roar has a little maltier, toastier, maybe citrus doesn't play well with that.
And here's the frustrating thing about brewing. You could take that same recipe of the 2-row and Citra and tone down the Citra and probably have a great beer.
Good. But we're not doing that.
I know we're not.
Go down to half an ounce, then make it again.
Right. We'd be here all freaking year.
Yeah, like we've said, we could spend 2 years just making SMaSH beers with all these different hops. So, yeah, let us know if you want to see any combinations down below, and we will try our best to make them. But if you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, I'm Brad.
I'm Steve.
Happy brewing.
See you next time.